Imagine you're trying to buy a new pair of sneakers from a site that seems quite promising. You have loaded your cart, but then you can't seem to find that checkout button. Frustrating, isn't it? This is what happens when usability testing gets ignored. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 simple rules that you can use to make sure your designs are easy to use from the get go. Hi everyone, I'm Almas from Experience Wave, and I'm a big believer that usability testing can save you from a ton of headache when you are designing a certain product. Why? Because if your users can't figure out your product, they'll definitely get frustrated and bail. This will take a hit on the reviews, potential sales, and the positive word of mouth that could come from them. From the user side, it's a confusing and a time wasting experience. But from your business side, it means that it's a missed opportunity and a damaged reputation. At the end of this video, you will have 5 practical rules that will help you plan, run, and actually learn from your usability tests. Now, let's get started. We will walk through the rules using a simple example of an e commerce application that sells sneakers. Okay, rule number 1, define clear goals. Instead of randomly testing everything, you have to be very specific. For an e-commerce store, maybe you want to see if people can browse the products and add them to the cart in under 3 clicks, or if they can easily find that checkout page. You need to have few clear goals to keep the test focused and stop it from turning into a guesswork. Rule number 2, recruit the right participants. If your e-commerce site targets young professionals who shop on mobile phones, testing with people who mostly browse on desktop might skew your results. You want participants who truly reflect your customer base. It's like picking the right shoe size when your test participants match your real customers. You get way more useful feedback. Rule number 3, test early and often. Don't wait until the site's fully built. Even a simple wireframe showing how the users move from the product page to the shopping cart can reveal a lot of issues. I have seen teams catch big navigation problems just by having a handful of people try to buy a product on a paper prototype. This saves a lot of costly changes down the line. Rule number 4, observe, don't lead. It can be tough to watch someone struggle with something like finding the add to cart button, but that struggle shows you exactly where your design might be letting people down. Now, from a user's point of view, it's frustrating and might lead them to ditch your site completely. By letting them find their own path, you discover the exact spots where they feel lost. Then, in the end, ask them open-ended questions as to what did you expect to see here. You do this to uncover if they were looking for clearer labels, or they were trying to identify different layouts, or did they need extra guidance. This process will help you pinpoint not just what went wrong, but later on how can you go ahead and fix it for a smoother and a more profitable experience. Rule number 5, take action on the feedback. Collecting the user feedback is only the first step. The real impact happens when you, as a designer, will take those insights and make the actual changes. If people are bailing right before the checkout, that's a sign that there's a flaw in your design. Maybe your shipping options are not clear, or your payment flow may be too complicated. Leaving those issues unresolved means the final product will suffer. By fixing them, like changing the proceed or the pay now, or by offering a guest checkout, you are transforming your raw feedback into a smoother and a more polished experience. That's the difference between a design that just works and the one that truly shines. The key is to act on the feedback quickly instead of letting the problems pile up. So, there you have it, 5 rules to keep your e commerce or any app from turning into a user's worst nightmare. Because when your users aren't happy, your business definitely takes a hit. There are lost sales, bad reviews, you name it. Now, which rule do you think you'll start with? Let me know in the comments. If this was helpful, give me a thumbs up, share it with your fellow designers, and hit that subscribe button for more UX tips. Keep designing, keep innovating. I'll see you in the next one.